Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So nice to have you here again. Thank you for joining me again today, for clicking on this video. If you're seeing my face for the very first time on this internet space, my name is Praise Victor, and on this channel I talk about all things faith, a little bit of mental health, a little bit of friendships, a little bit of relationships. I don't think it's been a while since I talked about relationships because girl is surviving a heartbreak, but basically on this channel I just talk about what I go through, like me navigating my life in adulthood as a young adult, right? Just me, my early 20s, and I share stuff. Basically, that's just it. So this is like my online journal, but not online journal, like not like journal. You get? Okay, today's episode is actually very special. Number one reason why it's special is because I'm wearing a yellow top. I love the color yellow. Second reason why it's special, which is actually the main reason why it's special, is because I'm currently recording this on a Saturday, which means that my mom is home and she is just over there, right over there in the corner. She's in the kitchen. She's not in the corner. She definitely is not in the corner. She's in the kitchen and she is cooking. I have such a sweet mom. I love her with everything I have in me. But okay, on to today's episode. Every time, or most of the time, like 99% of the things that I share on this channel are the things that I have gone through. So most of the time, before I come up with a YouTube video idea or come up with what to talk about on this channel, it mostly comes out from my experiences. So they're like lessons that I have milked out from my life experiences, or sometimes it's just things I'm even going through in the moment, so that I just come on here and I yap about it. Today I'm talking about making the most of your ordinary season, and how I came about this topic, or how this topic, it wasn't me, I didn't think of it. I was just on the couch of it. I'm always on the couch. I love couching. Is that a thing? Who else loves couching? You do? I love you too. Okay, so I was couching. Let's call it couching. Couching is the act of laying down on the couch. New word, add it to your dictionary, okay? So I was couching last night. I was on the couch, to be serious now. I was on the couch last night, and I was just, there's this thing that I do. It's very weird. You might see it as weird, but I just see it as a form of me recharging, or me taking a moment to pause and just be present. So I drop my phone, I drop my device. I'm not watching anything. I'm not scrolling. I'm not doing anything that has to do with electricity, electronic device, none of that. The internet, nope. I'm just laying down on the couch and I'm staring into space, looking at the ceiling, and then all of these thoughts come. And this was like the second time this thought came to me in the night. It's always in the night that this happens. And so the first time was when I had just recently started working, and I was burnt out. I was very tired most of the time, like very, very exhausted, because it's not something I was used to, especially because the workload was a lot. It was a lot. It's one thing when you haven't exactly worked a corporate job for a while, and then you now start work, and then the work is not like, I don't know if there's any even corporate job that is not stressful, but anyways. Day one, first week, I was stressed out. I was like, my body was saying, no, we don't want this. Let's go back to us chilling on the couch morning to night. But no, my body wasn't having it. And so I was laying on the couch. The first night I was laying on the couch, and then all of a sudden I started thinking, and I was just reminiscing, and I was like, Lord Jesus, can I please just go back to those times when I wasn't working? I was doing YouTube alone. I wasn't working, but then I still had time for myself. I still had time to rest, to relax, to recharge myself physically, spiritually, mentally. And now I started work, and it's like I don't have time again for myself. I don't have time for God. It's not like I don't have time for God, but it's not as much like time that I would spend with God that I would now that I have work. And so everything was just, and I was just reminiscing, and it was just a nostalgic feeling. I was like, oh my God, I miss those days. I was like, do you know the funny thing? The reason why this whole thing was funny to me was because during those days when I was actually in that season of like not working at all and just being at home all by myself all day long, during those times, I remember when I would cry. I'll be like, Lord Jesus, when is this going to be over? I want to go to work like everyone my age is working. And it's like my life is going sideways. My life is going on another path. I'm like, this is not what I envisioned for myself. Lord Jesus, when would you take me out of this season? I just want to work. And now I'm working and I'm like, Lord Jesus, can we just go back to when I had a lot of free time? And it's not because I'm not a content person or I'm not grateful for the seasons that come in my life, but I'm pretty sure everyone goes through this once or like a couple of times in their lives. When you're in the university and you're like, oh my God, I cannot wait to graduate. And then you graduate and you're like maybe after a year or two, I see this happen to most people my age, even people I have on my contact list. And then you see them posting pictures from, that they took in uni and they're like, oh, I miss those days. I can't believe it. Or even during service year, what triggered me remembering or me feeling, this feeling of nostalgia again yesterday is actually because I was thinking of my service year. At my workplace, there's a copper there. And so he crossed through my mind. And then I just remembered what it was like to be a copper again. If you're not a Nigerian, there's this thing we do, we call it NYSC. It's like, serving the country for one whole full year. And so basically, I was thinking of that time and I was like, oh, interesting. I didn't exactly, I don't want to admit, but I miss those days. I do, just a little tiny bit. It's not like I miss the people. I miss it was a beautiful experience because usually I would not relate with as much people as I did. It was kind of like I was forced out of my comfort zone to relate with people. And turns out that I liked it. I enjoyed it. And now I'm back to my own comfort zone. And now I'm like, oh, I miss that. Yeah, that's what it feels like. And so anyways, today, that was just like a little backstory to share what brought about me, talking about this, and also me sharing, kind of wondering what's going on through my mom's mind, because this is the first time I'm recording in her presence. I have recorded like 20 something videos, and this is the very first where she's like a few steps away from me. I'm like, oh my God. Anyways, back to the video. So today basically I'm talking about making the most of your ordinary seasons. Those seasons of life when you're like, you go through every day, you don't really think much of it, but then you look back and then you realize that you miss it. And there's no shame in that. There's no shame in saying that you miss being a university student. There is absolutely no shame in saying that you miss. Okay, now I don't think anybody would say they miss being, maybe, I don't know. Never gotten married before in my life, so I cannot say this for married people. Married people, do you guys actually miss being single? You probably do, because in as much as you do have a life partner now, a companion, which is great, beautiful, sometimes you probably do miss, singlehood. When you had freedom, you didn't have to be accountable per se to anybody, Anyways, I've come to realize that the ordinary seasons, now when I say ordinary seasons, what I mean is like your everyday life. And I've come to realize that no stage of life is actually purposeless. Every stage, every season is a gift. The ordinary seasons, the wilderness seasons, the seasons where you feel like, oh my God, I'm on top of the world, like everything is working out. Every single season has a purpose. Every single season of your life is a gift. Most times we do not come to the realization of the weight that the seasons carry because we spend so much time just like wanting to fast forward to the very end. We glorify the end and we really do not take time out to appreciate the in-betweens. Like we glorify, being a graduate, wearing your graduation gown, holding your certificate in your hand. We glorify, you having the dream job. We don't talk about the in-between seasons where you're job hunting, you're searching for jobs. You like, those are the ordinary seasons. We don't talk about, not wanting to go to school but still having to attend class because you don't want to fail. We don't talk about that. We talk about, oh, she got an award, oh, she's a graduate now, she got this and she got that. We don't talk about, the process, the day to day, and we don't talk about it because most times actually it does feel repetitive. It's like, a routine life. Okay, for the university student, for me then when I was in uni, I'd wake up, clean my room. I stayed in a one would I call it a short-let apartment now, or would I say a service apartment? I don't know the English for it, but it was around one. Oh my lord, it was a self-con, like just self-con. I don't know the American word for that, but in Nigeria we call it a self-con. And so I was sitting in a self-con all by myself, and I'll wake up in the morning, I would clean my room, go to the kitchen. I would clean the kitchen if I wanted to. If my class was not like early in the morning, I'll fix up something to eat, and then I go to school, and then I meet people, and then you relate with people, attend class and all of that, and then I'm back home, and all of it like that. Sometimes it does feel repetitive, and you're like, oh God, can this just be over? That's the question we ask ourselves most of the time in our everyday seasons. Can this be over? Can this be over? Or can we get to that song, can we get to the good part? Like, let's just skip this. Like, I don't want none of this. We forget that every season, every stage is actually important. And another reason why we do not exactly prioritize or we do not appreciate these ordinary seasons in our our everyday lives, the routine lifestyle, is because growth in seasons like this is very quiet. Sometimes it feels slow. Sometimes there's like no visible progress. Like, you are progressing, you are growing, but it's not visible. Like, it goes without recognition. And so most of the times we just want to quit. We want to be like now, for example, let me say me recording this video and the past videos I have recorded, I wouldn't exactly say that I've seen so much growth. But if you look at this video that I'm currently recording, and probably the first video I recorded or the first couple of videos I recorded, they're not the same. And I'm glad. And there's growth in that. But during those times when I was recording those videos, I did not see that. I was like, oh my God, can I just get to the part where I have my own studio? I have all my equipment. I have a microphone. I have, lights. I have all of these things. I bring guests on, and then we talk and we talk. I'm like, can we get to that part? I know that part definitely is going to come, but now I'm starting to, enjoy this time when I record in my mom's house on the couch with my other phone, using it as a microphone. I'm enjoying it. Sincerely, I'm grateful for it, because I know that a time will come that this will no longer be, like, it will be something better. And I'm like, I would look back and be like, I'm grateful for that time. One of the reasons why we should take this season, these ordinary seasons of our lives, very seriously is because they actually form us. I wrote this quote down, and it says that ordinary seasons are the soil where extraordinary growth takes place. And I agree, because this is where God, shapes you. This is where God refines your character. It changes your perspective. This is where you learn gratitude. Ordinary seasons are so important, even though it feels very quiet. The reason why it feels quiet is because God is shaping you. This is like also where God prepares you. And in as much as I'm saying, like, okay, what I'm saying is starting to seem like it's like wilderness season, but wilderness seasons are different. Wilderness seasons are like really, really tough times when you feel lost, when you feel disconnected from clarity. You just feel like there are times of intense testings and trials. Ordinary seasons are just like your everyday life, like your usual routine, like you probably working towards something, and your everyday input into achieving that goal that you have in mind. Those are like what I term as like your ordinary seasons. Do you understand? So they're different. They're very different. Both seasons are equally important. The ordinary seasons, the wilderness seasons, both are very useful. Both are like instruments that God used to prepare us for, and to form us and to shape us into that person that He originally designed us to be on earth. But now I'm talking about your ordinary seasons, the everyday life, the routine that sometimes feels boring, sometimes feels dull, sometimes you lack the motivation to keep going. One thing that I've realized that would help you make the most of these ordinary seasons is, number one, to be present, to be in order to avoid regret, because it wasn't like I was regretting not making the most of my time as a youth corper on the couch last night, but weeks ago or months ago when I started working, it was me actually regretting that I did not make the most of my free time before I started working. I was like, oh my God, those times that I spent crying and wishing that it would be over, I was now wishing that I actually took more time out to read more books, to, pray more, study more, do all of that. And so to avoid you feeling like this, I would just say be more present, be grateful. It might not feel like it. You might feel like, what's there to be grateful for? But there is always something to be grateful. I always look for something to be grateful for. Like now, I'm grateful that, I'm recording this with my phone. My phone, it's not a professional camera I'm using my phone to record, and I'm grateful for that. There's always a lesson to learn. I'm grateful. Another thing I would say is to find purpose in the mundane, and also be hopeful. In as much as I'm grateful for now, I'm grateful that I can record, that there's a roof over my head. Like, I'm not recording this video in the sun, not because I want to record outside, like outdoor recording, but because there's like no other place for me to record. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have clothes to wear. I'm grateful that I have food to eat. I have water to drink. I'm grateful that I have work to go to. I love my work. I love the people that I meet at work. I'm grateful for all of these things. And being grateful does not mean that you would not have hope for a better tomorrow. Like, gratitude and hope for a better future can coexist. It's not one or the other. Okay? So you can be grateful and you can also be hopeful. One story in the Bible that I would always refer to when it comes to, being in, and this person was even in the wilderness season. It wasn't an ordinary season. And the person is Joseph. Joseph was in the wilderness season. He was experiencing the wilderness season in his life. He was in prison. Hello. And how could it possibly be that even in prison, he still had hope that one day he will be out of here? Because if he did not have hope, he would never have told, I think it was the chief butler, that when you leave this palace, remember me, or I can't remember the exact words he said, but just remember me, refer me to Pharaoh. It was his hope that was speaking in that point in time. So I'm just saying all this to say that you can be grateful for now and still be hopeful for a better future. And I really, really hope that everything that I've said in this video really, really resonates with you, and it makes you be more grateful for the mundane, be more grateful for the everydays, be more grateful for the routine life that feels boring sometimes. Be grateful for it, because like I said, I don't know if I said this in my last video, but life is only going to get busier. So be grateful for what your busy today looks like, because it's only gonna get busier. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, let me know how you would start being grateful for your ordinary seasons. And also, not my mom watching me. And also, please subscribe if you haven't to this YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.